What's up everyone, this is Kay, and here we have a 1/8 scale Deku or Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia by Kotobukiya. And I have to say, holy shit, Kotobukiya, I know I used to trash talk their company a lot in the past, but their figure line has been amazing, especially their ArtFX, because this looks great. Way better than the version 1 Deku. They are remaking Bakugo and Todoroki, both version 2, where the base is really cool and they're doing some kind of signature attack. Way better than a version 1, but just the ArtFX line in general, Kotobukiya has been doing an amazing job because this simply looks great. So first, I do want to say all these lightning effect pieces, it's soft plastic. You don't have to worry about breaking it. Obviously, don't bend it. And there is instructions telling you where to place the pegs onto the figure. But the pegs, some aren't fully inserted all the way, which kind of sucks. And you could sort of see the peg itself because the lightning effect is a translucent color. But nonetheless, it's great. Especially the sculpting for the clothing. You see wrinkles on his hood and shirt, obviously. My god, and let's take a look at that base. I always like some kind of nice base design, right? I hate the plain black or clear base or a single color. Basically it's boring. When you have something resembling rocks, ground, some kind of effect, that's a lot better. There is a huge lack of shading on the rocks in general, which kind of sucks because by adding shaded coloring, you could kind of make it look more in depth, but especially the center right here, it just looks very flat. For face sculpt, it looks exactly like Deku, so I like that. Hair sculpt is also really great. You see some lighter tint of green towards the center of the hair. Here's just a closer look at his clothing. I don't know if you can see the shading on it, but it's there. Overall, it looks really good. Like I mentioned before, the sculpting, especially the wrinkles, it's a nice touch to it. It doesn't look completely flat. There's detail to it. On another note, the base is a bit on the wobbly side, so be careful when you put this on the shelf. I don't think it's gonna fall over anything, but definitely don't put this into a room that's really hot, otherwise you'll warp the plastic. This is a bit of a soft plastic, the base I meant, and especially the lightning effects. If you place it into a warm environment, very humid, or just a hot room in general, it's gonna warp. They may even dip down or fall down or something. So be really careful. Here's just a side-by-side comparison with a Deku Fungal Pop using the full cowling effect as well. I believe that's what the technique is called. It's been a while since I last saw the anime, but overall, I truly believe this is more on the 1/7 scale. Now, Kotobukiya generally has bigger scale figures, which is amazing. I mean, I like it, right? Bigger scale, especially for a lower price point, because you have some 1/8 scale figures that's really on the smaller side, especially from Mega House, which kind of sucks because their detailing and painting is amazing, but sometimes the scale sucks. But to me, this looks almost like a 1/7 scale. Some final thoughts on this figure. Absolutely buy this if you're a My Hero Academia fan. It's one of the best figure of Deku in the market, unless you're a bit more into the prize figures, which will be less detailed. This is a really good scale figure, and of course there are more expensive 1/6 scale figures, but this relatively cheap, 140. That doesn't really break the bank, especially when pricing for figures is just ridiculous now. And this Deku figure will look amazing next to the Todoroki and Bakugo version 2. Same company, same line, the ArtFX by Kotobukiya, 1/8 scale. If you like the 3 trio, basically the 3 main characters, buy this. I highly recommend it, and I actually did bought the Todoroki where he's blasting his fire and using the ice as the base, and I did not pre-order the Bakugo because it's a bit more on the expensive side. I believe 180, so that's pushing 200. I'm trying to look for a better deal on that figure, but both this and Todoroki is relatively affordable, in my opinion. So 100% buy this, especially if you're a fan. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for future figure unboxing videos. I'll also talk about some previews of upcoming figures that I personally like, and I maybe talk about the figures I pre-order as well. There's some Genshin Impact, Yu-Gi-Oh, like the Egyptian Gods, Blue Eyes. There's so many. So, like I said, if you want to see more unboxings, subscribe.